movement to avoid that big right hand throw by Christian. Christian's got a lightning fast left hook.
Lee under attack early with his back. Tonight, the bell in round one. Abbasov can't win the title. He's been stripped of it after missing weight yesterday. Christian Lee can't win it. Abbasov on the attack early with an early barrage. And Lee with his back against the fence. Firing shots, a big left hook from Cameron Abbasov.
This is not the start we expected from Abbasov.
Yeah, he wanted to come out and make a statement, and he's doing just that. Immediately being very aggressive with the hands and touching the lightweight champ, Christian Lee.
Lee with his back against the wall.
Yeah, Abbasov is walking through the punches of a smaller man.
Now they are both standing and striking in the pocket.
That was a nice little defensive move right there for the takedown. Christian tried to throw that punch into the trip, was able to evade, get to the body lock. Let's see who wins this. Over, under on both sides, got a 50-50 pummel.
I like this strategy by Abbasov. I've never seen him this mobile in a match before. His hands look faster than they've looked previously when he's throwing boxing combinations.
He's doing a great job of keeping his feet underneath him, moving along with the punches, not overextending. And just walking through a lot of the shots of the Warrior. Let's see if that chin can hold up, though, because that beard's offering some great protection.
Overhand right by Abbasov. Takedown by Lee.
Body lock takedown right there from the Warrior.
That was a great slip off of that right hand that the Christian was evading there into the body lock.
A nice job by Abbasov to elevate with the butterfly hooks to create a little bit of space, work his way back up into full guard. Oh, Christian Lee looks like he's hung for the neck. Oh, good job by Abbasov to catch the oncoming knee and to put Christian down. Christian works his way back up to his feet and reset.
Good stuff, opening 2 minutes.
This is a high-paced, high-energy fight already. Less than halfway.
He's taking some big breaths, Rich.
Yeah, he is. He's got some damage to his face early on.
I won't count those big breaths as fatigue yet from Christian, because you see him when on his walkouts, he does a good job with the breathing exercises. Like, that's always part of what they do.
Abbasov, his nose getting red, a little blood coming down. You know, the one thing about it we touched on throughout the night, if you're Abbasov, you missed weight, you got stripped of the title, the last thing you want to do is somehow lose it to a guy coming up in weight. So he's got a ton to prove here in the circle.
Well, the belt's already gone. He's already lost it. Now, whether Christian Lee is able to take it home or it's vacant, that's going to be the question we get to solve here tonight.
But if you're Abbasov, you got to have a massive chip on your shoulder, right? You got to show it.
He needs to make a statement. And like we talked about earlier, the only way to erase a weight miss is to have it dominant.
Oh, there it is!
Whoa!
Down goes Lee. Lee in trouble. Heavyweights to the face for Abbasov, followed by a knee.
He's going to survive this, but man, he's hurt.
Lee back to his feet. He's wobbled. 150 to go still. Plenty of time in round one for Abbasov to try to finish this thing. Abbasov with a heavy left.
Picking his shots, choosing the uppercuts and the hooks. Not really emptying at the gas tank, just picking his shots and landing big, big punches.
Huge shots. Can Lee survive?
Man,
He's out on his feet.
A minute and a half left to survive this.
He's out on his feet right now.
He needs to shoot. He needs a takedown. He can't keep eating these shots.
Big left hook.
His legs are not underneath him enough to take a shot.
Heavy uppercuts. Huge shots from Cameron Abbasov. Still 75 seconds for Lee to try to somehow survive.
There's the shot. Does he get it? He's got to get in tight, but he gives up his neck in the process.
Look at the deep breaths that Abbasov is taking. If Lee survives this, did he just punch himself out?
And also, he's also going for that guillotine, so he's cranking on the neck, which is going to fatigue his arms even more. Great job by Christian Lee to get into the legs and at least create a position where he can regain a little bit of that energy that was just zapped from him. Yeah, this is just a holding position for Abbasov too. He looks like he's a little bit tired.
30 seconds in round one.
Take 30 seconds to possibly work for an attack here. How tired is Abbasov? Can he defend?
Yeah, this is a bad position to be in at this stage of the round, because I think he's just punched himself out. Lee takes full mount.
Wow, Christian Lee gets full mount.
He
This is
needs
a
to get
bad
to
spot
work.
for Abbasov.
He needs to get to work here. Take advantage of this time that he has.
10 seconds. The clapper goes. Who's got the most juice left? Man, every time Christian Lee sets foot inside the circle, you know it's going to be fireworks.
How do you score this one?
The bell on round 2 of this world title fight.
Christian has great instincts to be able to get a takedown after taking that kind of damage and end the round on top. Says so much about the heart of the warrior.
Last month saw the same type of thing from Angela, his sister. Remember first round against Young?
It's because they put everything out there every single time. They put themselves in such dangerous positions by trying to finish and really just throwing caution to the wind to try to get that ending. Abbasov doesn't quite have that crispness, that same pop that he had in the first with the hands.
No, he's looking to close the distance with these short combinations on the inside because I think he feels the speed difference between him and Christian, at least at the beginning of the second round now.
Oh, that was a nice combination. Head kick to straight right hand. Christian's going for another belly to back, belly.
Couple of straight rights by Christian Lee. A minute into the second round of 5.
Nice trip takedown to end up on top. Let's see if he can pass here. Yep, easily steps over into mount. And he starts the first the exact same way that he ended the... He starts the second the same way that he ends the first.
I think one thing you got to remember here is that we're talking about Abbasov, like this guy has some amazing wrestling. And Christian now has just earned himself several takedowns in this match already.
Yeah, Christian's really hard to deal with that body lock. We first saw it against Boku, right? He's able to get the body lock and then just rip opponents to the floor.
Couple of shots to the head of Abbasov, and then elbows with the left and right. Following Abbasov. Christian Lee has turned the tide here in this round.
A nice little escape there from Abbasov. Threatened the leg lock. Works his way back up to his feet.
Abbasov returns fire in the center of the one circle. Couple of absolute devastating strikers going at it.
Both kind of shaking out their arms a little bit just to get some of that lactic acid that gets built up inside the arms, and it really starts to fatigue you and slow down your movement. You see both of them just taking a little bit of time just to regain some of that energy.
I think they deserve a little bit of time. We saw about 3.5 rounds of action in the first round.
Yes. I mean, 5 5-minute rounds at this pace, that's hard to keep up.
Yeah, these championship rounds, these 5-round fights are marathons, right? And Christian sprints the entire time. He's running a 100-meter sprint pace the entire time.
And that's the difference, like when you look at like wrestling.
Christian Lee on the attack again. Abbasov bleeding below his left eye.
I love the way he sets up that right hand, man. He throws high kicks with it, he throws knees with it. That right hand is a night ender. A little bit of damage wearing on the face of Abbasov, the former champ.
2 to go in the second round. Lee has come alive since surviving the opening round.
Abbasov is definitely downshifted in gears here. That was a great entry on shot, but man, what a good takedown defense by Lee.
Yeah, that was deep too. See, this is that body lock position again, right? He's really good at creating movement here. That was good for Abbasov though, because once Christian Lee gets those hands locked, he was going for a ride.
125 in round 2.
Yeah, look at Abbasov. You know that's a huge sign to fatigue when you put your hands on your hips and you take a big, deep breath.
Some blood on the neck of Lee, but I think that's Abbasov's blood. Or maybe it's from the left ear of Christian Lee, actually. Little damage below both eyes of Cameron Abbasov. Final minute of the second.
You know, we talked a lot about the weight issue in this fight, in the build-up to this match. We talked about Christian Lee moving up. Is he going to have the gas tank that he had at lightweight, carrying all this extra weight, Rich? And then we talked about Abbasov missing weight, right? And how is that going to affect him because you strenuize your body so much stress goes into trying to make a weight late into the time limit. And how is that going to affect the gas tank? And we're seeing that right now.
Yeah, absolutely. When you're making weight and you miss weight, you have a specified amount of time to make weight, and that cuts into your recovery time. Now, you're not cutting a ton of weight here in World Championship, but nonetheless.
Both men tired as we close out round 2. What a show it has been so far.
But I think what we're seeing here is Christian understanding the effects of putting on all this muscle mass.
You know, and also, Abbasov, don't forget that he went up to face RDR at middleweight. So he's coming back down as well. So that's a whole different mountain that he's going to have to climb before he gets a shot at one of these guys.
Coming up on one on Prime Video. Third round begins. World title fight. Christian Lee can win it. Abbasov been stripped of the title, but still would be a massive win for him to defend at his weight.
I like the way Christian Lee throws that jab. He's parrying the hand down of Abbasov just to land that left hand. It's a nice little sneaky jab.
Abbasov on a counterattack here.
Man, the fans have been spoiled in these first 10 minutes. I don't want to hear that right now. These guys are putting everything on the line. Look at the way he moves forward. He's able to keep his feet underneath him and put together clean, crisp shots. Those have to be scoring well in the judge's eyes.
And the body kick as well, and then lunges in with that left.
Nice little Superman jab into that leg kick.
Christian has classically always done a good job of taking his head offline, but he's due to fatigue here. He's gotten a little lazy with this. He's not moving as much as he normally does. He's not getting his head offline, and just taking a bit more punishment than he needs to.
Overhand right from Abbasov. Tried the uppercut and missed. Body kick from Lee.
Yeah, Christian's doing a good job of attacking the body as well with those knees and kicks. He's really attacking well. Abbasov is relying heavily on his hands. He's not really mixing a lot of the kicks. I'd like to see more kicks coming from the former champ.
These guys are tuckered. I mean, you can see it on the face of Lee as he takes an uppercut. Comes back with a left though, and now goes in for the takedown.
This is that sneaky little takedown that Christian Lee has, right? He tries to sneak around the backside. He's got double underhooks right now, so if Abbasov is able to see how he gets underneath the arm with his shoulder like that. This is typically where he reaps out the leg and twists to the side. Good balance from Abbasov. Let's see if Christian Lee can keep attacking. That was good. That was good defense from Abbasov. I think he's wise to it now. He's felt it about 3 or 4 times, so he knows where he needs to make the adjustments.
We're questioning Christian's gas tank, but he's got enough energy to attempt a jumping knee.
Yeah, and he's shooting for these takedowns a lot, right? And that's going to take a lot of energy away from him, especially when they're defended, right? When you miss a takedown, sometimes it takes a lot more energy to recover from that because the guy's sucking your energy away.
You can see the damage to the face of Abbasov. Blood coming down from both eyes. 220 in round 3. Can Lee get a takedown here?
She's trying to attack the legs. Great balance from Abbasov. This is definitely a war of attrition.
You see Christian Lee checking in with his corner there, shaking his head yes, listening to his father's instructions.
It's almost mutual respect. They take little pauses so they can both get their breath back.
It's kind of like an unspoken gentleman's agreement. Nice uppercut from Abbasov.
That was a good little uppercut
Straight right Lee to counter back.
The match will stop right now, Rich. How do you have it?
I think Christian's done enough to overcome that near finish in the first round. Looking at the damage on Abbasov's face.
His own fans chanting his name, Christian Lee, with 80 seconds to go. In round 3 of this world title fight, Christian Lee trying to become a 2-division world champion.
Christian's doing most of the forward movement here.
There's 1-2 from Lee. Abbasov. Solid defense, a minute to go.
It looks like Abbasov's trying to counter strike right now. A bad idea to blow your nose when you've been touched the way Abbasov has. When you blow the nose, it just forces your eyes to basically explode if you have a broken nose. It's a terrible idea. Something's bothering him with his nose.
Yeah, he's having trouble breathing here for sure.
40 seconds trying to get air, both of these guys. The first 2 rounds non-stop. What will the championship rounds have in store in this world title fight?
Yeah, right now they're just posing for pictures, trying to figure out their best shot.
1-2 from Abbasov.
Abbasov has hit Christian Lee with his best punches when he was fresh. He has got to be wondering what he needs to do to get this young man out of here.
Lee Aiden left right there, and then Abbasov in for a late takedown at the end of round 3 here.
Good balance from the lightweight champ to stay on his feet as Abbasov shot in.
You see the respect between these two guys as they touch gloves.
That jab for Christian Lee, that's good money in the bank right there. At this point, our unofficial judge, Rich Franklin, has Christian Lee slightly ahead, but that game-changing power of Abbasov can swiftly turn the tide in his favor.
Well, this is still anybody's match, man. Don't get me wrong. This is razor close.
Nice right from Cameron Abbasov.
And that was on the side of the head, too, man. I've seen Abbasov put down a lot of people with that shot. And I've also seen Christian Lee put out people with that right hand. These guys are taking each other's best weapons.
Yeah, Lee went with a 1-2 and took one on his way out. A minute into round 4. 9 minutes left in this fight if it goes the distance.
I like seeing this head movement from Christian and this little bit of footwork. He's got his right hand high, protecting himself. That was the instructions his dad gave him between rounds, his coach, and just already taking less damage in this round.
Nice knee to the body there from Lee.
And he's also going after that right side too, right by the liver, just trying to take a little bit more of the wind from the former champ, Abbasov. Christian has a little bit more pep in his step.
Yeah.
Still looks a little bit fresher, slightly, but it's almost like it's energizing Abbasov, and Abbasov is able to look a little bit lighter on his feet as well. You see how he overextends when he throws the right? His feet aren't coming with him. When Christian Lee throws it, his feet follow him. He has much better balance when he's throwing these shots.
Lee with a jab and then follows up with a right.
To that point, Abbasov missed that lead hook, left himself out of position, and Christian was able to counter with the right hand.
Right hook from Lee, then a straight right, then a barrage from Christian Lee. Nearing the midpoint of this 4th round.
I just like that setup. He feinted across and then threw that switch kick with the lead leg.
Yeah, I want to see Christian utilize those kicks again, man. He's only really going headhunting with the kicks, but I wouldn't mind seeing him attack the legs because you can see just how beat up Cameron Abbasov's lead leg is, right? Looks like a bag of hamburger meat.
Takes a shot to the body there for good measure. Outside leg kick as they trade here in the one circle. Another one for Lee.
Now he's starting to go after that lead leg. Yep.
Yes, 3 in a row for Christian Lee to the lead leg of Abbasov. And another. And another for Christian Lee.
The calf. He's going below the knee on that.
Crushing the calf right now, tenderizing that lead leg of Abbasov.
Abbasov is having trouble moving.
2 minutes in round 4 of this world title fight. Welterweight division here in one championship. Abbasov is tired. You can see it in his body language, in his face. Christian Lee once again coming forward with a big knee to the body.
The knees to the body are paying good returns right now.
I've never seen him go downstairs with his hands to the body. He's coming upstairs, but man, when he's on the inside, the opening is there for the body. Nice elbow.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
3, 4 elbow, 5 elbows.
Abbasov's
Three to the head of Abbasov. Massive elbows, about 10 of them from Christian Lee.
The Brazen keeps coming back. He's still staying in it, right? He'll take a few shots, but then he'll throw one.
Lee now for the double, shoots in and takes him down.
Easily stamps over into a mount like hot knife through butter.
He's got a minute to work.
Ground and pound, Lee. Heavy elbows.
This may be the beginning of the ending right here.
Abbasov under siege on his back, taking heavy elbows.
Nothing's really getting through, but now they are.
Yeah, now he's going after the body to try to stop it, but
put all over the canvas. That's it. Herb Dean steps in. Christian Lee is a two-division world champion.
What a comeback after that first round.
Wow. Doubt me no more.
Did you underestimate Christian on this one?
Man, you can't do it. You can't do it. Christian Lee
Embracing his father Ken in his corner. What an unbelievable display of perseverance and power from Christian Lee. All cleared out the lightweight division, and now he will take home the belt here in Singapore tonight, the welterweight belt, and become a two-division world champ here in one.
To present the belt for this match, we had the chairman and CEO of One Championship, Mr. Chatri Sityodong. Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Mr. Herb Dean, has called a stop to this contest after 4 minutes and 20 seconds in the fourth round. For your winner, by way of technical knockout and new undisputed one welterweight and lightweight champion of the world, Christian